All right, Shalom. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Brother Quad from the DC Camp.
Brother Gunnar.
Brother Shemashwan.
Yeah, we just coming at you with another lesson. We're going to title this one, The Doors of Mercy Are Closing, man. And this is inspired just by watching, man. That's our job, to be a watchman. And we see the Lord moving in the earth. We see the so-called white man, the devil, moving forward with his plans. All right, and we can just see that these times is near, man. Starting with the Mark of the Beast, ID 2020. You know, where they just blatantly talking about the Mark of the Beast. You had the Mark of the Beast being spoke about on mainstream with what was the Breakfast Club, okay? You got Trump's impeachment going on, where it's talking about, some people think he might even get impeached. But America's divided against itself right now, so, America's divided against itself, so whether he get impeached or if he don't, it's going to be some type of friction, man. Then the race wars and then so forth, like the scriptures have spoke about, man. All right? Because the floodgates, the flood is coming, man. The Lord is about to. Can you get in Revelation when they were sealed, the angels holding back the wind?
It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea."
See, the angels, it was appointed to hurt the earth, man. See, that's the Lord striking back. You see Esau carrying on with his plans. See, the Lord control him too, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, saying, "Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads."
Yeah, don't hurt the earth, man. Hey, sometimes nations is likened into trees and things like that. But even if it's just regular, the scripture said that the Lord, I forget what scripture it was, but he was like, "Hey, was the Lord angry with the trees?" How bad the devastation going to be, man. And that's what's going to happen when this flood comes. This flood is going to be. Oh, can you get also in Revelation it talks about the lake of fire. Well, this flood is going to be it's going to be come by fire, man. But before that, a lot of things leading up to them. That's what them winds is talking about, man. But this flood is about to come, man. And a lot of people are going to be taken unawares by it. The Lord is closing the doors of mercy, meaning that the elect, as the brother just read, is almost sealed up, man.
Huh.
Go ahead, get that. What you got?
I just got what you asked.
Yeah.
It's Revelation 21 and verse 8. I'm gonna start at verse 7. I'll start at verse 6. Revelation 21 and 6. "And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I'll give unto him that athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I'll be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable and murderers, and whoremongers and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death."
Yeah, see? So the second death coming. What's the first death? Was the initial flood, man. And matter of fact, go ahead and get Genesis 7 and 16. Because that initial flood, the doors were shut, man. And guess who shut the doors? The Lord shut the doors, man. When that flood came, man.
This is Genesis chapter 7, verse 16. And it reads, And they that went in went male and female of all flesh, as the Most High commanded him, and Yahweh shut him in.
Yeah. It said Yahweh shut him in, man. It was the Lord that shut them doors. So, from our perspective, we see these people that don't believe in the Lord, they not going to be protected, man. They on the outside of the ark, man. They on the outside looking in. And we on the inside looking out, trying to warn these people like Noah was doing. And these people not listening, man. And they gonna get caught out there, man.
Yep.
Destroyed when these floods gates starts to happen, when these race wars pop off, man. When these civil wars pop off, when the dollar, your economy collapses, man. What are you gonna do? Right now they got they also pushing their chip by having these kids getting kidnapped. So they gonna come at you from all angles, causing you to want to take the chip, man. What are you gonna do, man?
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 1:24. It says, "Because I have called and ye refused, I stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have sat at not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh."
That's right.
You know, and that's because that, you know, as we said in verse 24, because I have called and ye have refused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so how is the Lord calling? Is by the men, the men of the Lord that's out there week in and week out pushing His word, and then daily on YouTube, man. It's flooding the web. You know, now you see YouTube is about to straighten things up to as though you're not gonna be able to get the word from YouTube no more.
Yeah.
You know,
And which goes to the point that the famine of the word is coming. So just as all this stuff about to pop off is also gonna be a famine of the word. So when stuff pop off, that's when people gonna want to look for it, man. You know, it's gonna be too late, and that's what we trying to tell you. It's gonna be too late. The Lord said He gonna laugh at your calamity when your fear cometh, man, because you didn't hearken. Can you get that?
Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold, I'll bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
You see that? He gonna bring evils, meaning bad times. You know, you may lose your job. You know, things may pop off to where you don't. It ain't no may. It's going to happen. You know, it's just when it's gonna happen. We perceive that it's gonna happen very, very soon, man. It's inevitable that it's gonna happen. The Lord said you're not gonna be able to escape it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have no refuge, nowhere to run, except to the enemy, because you already gonna be rejected of the Lord because you didn't take that way. He gonna shut the door, man. Them doors are shut. Right now it's open. The Lord come and seek them that love them that seek Him early, and you're not doing so. So when it pop off, then He can't accept you.
peace out. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." You see, now it's talking about, you know, people that are at ease, as the scripture say in Micah 2:10. You know, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So the ones that's comfortable in this place, the ones that get off of their watch, you know, to indulge in this hell, indulge in this place Babylon, those are the ones it's talking about, along with the rest of the dead. You know, the ones that's saying peace and safety, that's when the sudden destruction is gonna come upon you. You know, it's not gonna come upon the men that's listening, that's watching. And then it says, as travail upon a woman with child. You know, so when a woman is having a baby, her body parts are separating. Is becoming immediately something that is not normally, is not what she's used to. And she can't stop that pain. You just gotta get through it in order for it to stop hurting. You know, your whole lives are gonna be changed without you being able to do anything about it. You know, and that's what's coming to this place. You know, people who working their 9 to 5 that's living comfortably. You're not gonna go to work every day. You know, you're gonna be fighting for your life every single day. You'll be fighting for the next meal, even if you got the chip. You know, everything is not gonna be readily accessible for you. You know, and that's what's coming. You know, and then it says in verse 4, it says, "But ye brethren are not of darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief." Right. You know, we excluded from that. You know, because we gonna be in that door. When that door gets shut on the rest of y'all, we gonna be in that door.
The like figure.
You know,
The like figure.
that's it.
Okay. Go ahead. Give what you got.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world then that was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against
Damn.
the day.
Yeah, because back then that was the first, before the first death, that word was already written, that it was going. It wasn't written, but it was already, you know, thought of by the Lord in His plans, and the Lord had it all written out. You know, that was going to be gone by water, and then this one is going to be is reserved into fire, man.
Yeah. And the scoffers, they're going after their own lust, man.
Yeah.
They don't believe that it's going to happen unto them. And it said that they were ignorant of that fact, what happened before the first flood.
Yeah, they didn't realize that it was going to come a point in time where them doors was shut, man. You know? Oh, can our brother get Genesis 6? Yeah, go ahead.
Verse.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, it says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So the ungodly men are going to get caught up in that fire. They're going to get caught up in that second death, that flood that the Lord is about to bring to this earth.
Yeah, you know, you got in this world, people be all, damn, the Lord really killed all those people. They think that those fucking people was innocent, man. The scriptures called them ungodly, and they was ungodly because they didn't listen to the scriptures, man. They didn't believe in the Lord. And just like now, that door, well, we know what the door also hold. What is the scripture? Can you get that in Genesis out?
This is Genesis 6 and 16. It says, and window shalt thou make to the ark, and a cubit shalt thou finish it above, and the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
You see that? Hey, it's deep, because whoever don't have the breath of life, the Holy Spirit, in these times, is gonna get put to death, man. Especially amongst the 2/3, man. You know? But it just goes to show you where they had the door. It was one door, man. You know?
That's right.
You gotta go through the door. The scripture say you gotta go through the straight gate. And a lot of people ain't taking the straight gate, and they about to get the door shut. It's only one pathway to go, man. You know? Can you get that real quick?
St. John 10 and 9. I am the door. And by me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
You see? Yahweh Shah said he's the door. That's the way you gotta go and to be able to go into the ark. Because really, the Lord represents the ark of salvation, man. You know? You have to believe in him. See, at that time, they had to believe Noah and go through that door. Well, he is the door. Because right now, it's no ark. It's a spiritual ark. But Yahweh Shai, those names, that's the ark. That's why it says, under no other name shall ye be saved, man. You know? Can you get 1 Peter out? 3 and 21, I believe. Oh, you might want to read up. Let me see.
This is 1 Peter 3.
Yeah, go to verse 18.
1 Peter 3 and 18. It says, for Hamashiach also, Shalaki, it says, for Hamashiach also have once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit.
Yeah, because we was dead in trespasses, man. But it's by him that we are saved, man. That we're able to believe in this truth, you know, and be saved. Because that's how you're going to be saved, in order to believe in the truth. If you believe in the truth, you go through that door, which is Yahweh Shai, then you shall be saved, man. Because that's what the Lord is looking for. Keep going out.
Verse 19. By which also he went and preached unto the spirit in prison, which sometimes were disobedient, when once the long suffering of the Most High waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was a preparing, wherein few, that is, 8 souls were saved by water.
You see that? So the wicked was destroyed by the water, but the righteous, they were saved by that very water, man. So that's why we welcome this flood that's coming, man. You know, we see y'all on the outside. You know, we probably got some loved ones that ain't getting it. Maybe they may be saved through us, or if not, they gonna perish, man. You know, but we gonna make sure we on that ark. Keep going.
Verse 19. It says, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometimes were disobedient. Oh, Salaki. Verse 21. It says, the like figure whereunto even baptized doeth also now save us.
Yeah.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
It says, I'm going to read that again. It says, the like figure whereunto even baptism doeth also now save us, not putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards the Most High, by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach.
See that? The answer of a good conscience towards the Most High, by the resurrection of the Most High, Yahushua. Because if it wasn't for that, first of all, we had to believe that he was the Messiah, man, and believe on him. You know, and that way we was able to get this knowledge. Those are the ones that he gave the Holy Spirit into, and he's pretty much the ark, man. He represents that ark. You know, we believe in him. You know, but that same very flood that was meant to save us is going to destroy you, man. We've been saved from that. You know, so we welcome the tribulation, and when these tribulations come, it's not going to touch us, man. What you got, Ark?
Psalms 91.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms chapter 91 from the top. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, and in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
See? Hey, when all this stuff pop off, it's going to be us that's being saved, man. And we're going to see everybody else dying. We're going to see the reward of the wicked. But just like when we escaped out of Egypt, it's going to be a hedge around us, man. Got all that water on both sides of us. You know? And right now, we're practicing that balancing act on with the fire on one side, water on the other, through this baptism, man. That's what's saving us. But they going to have to go through that actual... just like during the time of Egypt, like I was saying, the Lord let us walk through the Red Sea, as it said, man. And he covered them. But the wicked died by that same flood, man, by those same waters. They didn't have those same privileges, man. And that's what we're going to see when all the people dying on each side of us. Because we're going to be in the ark, man. We're going to be covered with Yahushua. It's a spiritual ark, man. When these things pop off, man, everybody going to see it. That's when they're going to know it was a prophet among them, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 9 says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Mm-hmm. Because you made the Lord your habitation, man. The righteous running into him is saved, man.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from their... and it says, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob, saith Yahweh. You know, and that just like it's just said like that. You know, when the enemy shall come in during the days of Jacob's trouble, when they shall come in like a flood, then the Redeemer of Zion is going to come and redeem them that waited upon the Lord. It says that turn from their transgressions in Jacob. You know, that's talking about the men of the Lord. You know.
Go ahead, get that. Hold up, Matthew 25.
This is Luke 13 and 24. Strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able.
See that? Many gonna seek to enter in and not gonna be able because it's gonna be too damn late, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 25. When once the master of the house is risen up and have shut to the door, and ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are.
You see that? And that's what the Lord will say because you didn't believe him. You didn't believe that he was, man. You didn't recognize him. So then you want him to recognize you when he come? You know? They gonna come. He gonna be like, I never knew you. You wasn't out here building with us, man. You know?
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen. Go ahead.
26. Then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. But he shall say, I tell you.
What verse is that?
That's 27. I'm on 27. It's still good.
Yeah, because I forgot to point out in verse 25 where it says that the master, he had shut the door.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
The Lord is going to shut this door, man.
Okay.
We can't delay it. Matter of fact, we're looking forward to it.
Okay.
You know? Keep going. Or wherever you want to do.
Okay, I'll read that. Verse 25. I'll read from the top again.
Mhm.
Luke 13 and 24. Strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able.
Mm-hmm.
When once the master of the house is risen up and have shut to the door, and ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us.
What you think they was doing during that time, man? Banging on the door, trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Because they remember. All y'all going to remember the prophets and what we said to y'all. You going to come running, and we going to be like, we can't help you, dog. And that's what you going to go to with the 5 of the wise, 5 of the foolish.
Oh, yeah.
But keep going.
It says, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know ye not whence ye are.
Yeah, he not going to open it. Once he shuts the door, it's a wrap for you, man. It was already proven. You already been marked that you didn't believe, man. You know? It's going to be over, man.
Yeah. They're going to be looking for Jake on the corners. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to go to where we used to preach at and stuff like that. Like, where are they at and stuff like that.
Right. And
You're
see,
not
they
gonna
don't
be there.
and they don't understand. The devil gonna come down on us with great wrath, but it's also the Lord's doing. Because if this work be a minute, it would have come to naught. The only time we gonna stop speaking is when the Lord wants us to stop speaking, man.
Sure.
You know, and He's gonna use it. They gonna come. They already doing it with YouTube, man. They came out with the law, or they came out with their little the new terms and conditions, you know. And if you're not really monetizing for them, which these big companies, they pay for the ads and things like that. So we speaking up against the things that they do, you know, the people that make money, they not going to put us on there. You know, they coming up with these things that we don't monitor, we didn't really much making money for YouTube. They can take down our page on December the 10th. Now, even if they don't take down our page at that moment, they already created it to where they can at any time, man.
That's right.
So how much more so getting us off the streets? They might come up with something where you can't no longer stand and do something, where they make us have to start walking, and you know, you never know what's gonna happen, man. They might come up with something to call us terrorists like they want to do so bad, man.
Go.
The truth is it's going to be rare, man. You're gonna be seeking. You're gonna be out on the outside of the ark knocking in. That's gonna be at that time, man.
Yeah.
You know.
The scriptures say where it says the famine of the word, they're gonna be wandering sea to sea.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some understanding of what the hell is going on. You know, what's happening.
And they're not gonna get it, man.
Nope.
You know.
Verse 26. It says in 25. It says, Lord, Lord, open unto us, and he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are. Then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and yourselves thrust out.
Yeah, that's what they gonna see, man. Because guess what? They gonna see us being saved, and them not.
That's right.
They gonna see all the men of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know. But go ahead, because you got perpetrators that's acting like they men of the Lord, and they gonna be shut out too, man. Because you ain't listening either. All right. Where you want to start from, Mark?
The top.
Go ahead.
This is St. Matthew 25:1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins." They hear me? It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And five of them were wise, and 5 were foolish."
Yeah, you got some men that's wise in this thing, that's storing up that light, you know, that's trimming their lamps for when their Lord, their master comes, they able to go and meet him, man. But you people ain't storing it up, man. You know, like brothers always talk about that spiritual bank account. That's what we building up. So when these things pop off, the real currency, the real riches is gonna be this knowledge, man. We storing it up now. We're gonna be able to cash in on them days, and the Lord gonna be protecting us. You over there storing up stuff that ain't gonna protect you. Go ahead.
John, verse 3. It says, "And they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the wise took the oil in their vessels with their lamp. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out."
Mm-hmm. They gonna be asking for, after all the shit they was talking, they gonna be wanting our oil. But I thought you was just resisting that oil the whole time when we was trying to give it to you.
Yeah.
Now we only gonna have enough for ourselves.
It's like the pride, like something as simple as the doctrine of the mark of the beast. You know, some camps know that is the mark of the beast after a while now. But since it's coming from Apostle Taha and them on down, now is the pride is not even humbling you to tell your congregation. You know, but when all hell break loose and you realize who the true men of the Lord is, y'all gonna be wishing y'all had that oil that was taken by GMS.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna be able to. Oh, but how do we really know it's not the mark of the beast? They're gonna be struggling with that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too over because you didn't take the time to study it, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be taken away as by them storms. You're gonna take your eye off the Lord.
Yeah.
You didn't believe in them all the
You're
way.
gonna be counted as that foolish version.
Yep. Keep going. Where you at?
We got
Uh-huh.
Matthew, real quick.
That's 25. Yeah.
This is Matthew 24.
I know.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 37. "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
That's
read
right.
it again, bro. My fault.
As the days of Noah were, so shall
Oh,
it be
yeah,
in the coming of the Son of Man.
Come.
And that's what's gonna happen. Just like that video, I wish we could have showed it.
Yeah.
You know, all the people gonna fucking flood like that, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just in the time of Noah, they were making fun of him. They were mocking him. They're like, "No, it doesn't rain." You know what I'm saying? Laughing him to scorn. But once it started raining, they're like, "No, open up the ark. What you say, Noah?" You know, a bunch of niggas, man.
Yeah, that's why when we said when your calamities come, we shall mark and laugh. We're gonna laugh at you niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
gonna be laughed at.
It's gonna be after they already persecuted us, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to leave us out there to dry for the fall that Esau coming down on us, as if they was gonna get away with it.
Because they was getting the short glory of more views.
Yeah.
Or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, they turned their ear to the truth, shut their ears to the truth because of that. So, because you want to shut your ear, the Lord gonna shut His ear, man.
Come.
You know, keep going.
A couple more. Verse 38, it says, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage unto the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came."
They was doing their thing until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Before them joints got shot.
Yeah, they was enjoying that stuff. Like I follow one dude from Zabat's camp. You know, and those dudes, they always getting together. You know, he seemed to have a strong zeal. I believe personally that brother's sincere. But however, that camp, you can see the lackadaisical spirit within them. It doesn't seem like a sense of urgency. Like, what is it that we're preaching about salvation and the destruction coming upon this place, and we're warning the people of the things that, like something like the mark of the beast, which is heavy, man, because everyone's gonna be caused to take that. You know, caused to take that. You know, you're not gonna be forced necessarily, but you're gonna feel in your spirit that you're forced, because the only way is this way or no way. You know, but you still take that no way. You know.
Come. And the scripture talks about how the Lord's gonna come upon this whole earth like a snare. Like when you look at a bear trap, a bear's walking in the woods, And when he walks into that snare, he had no idea, got trapped up.
Mm.
But it goes, the verse prior talks about how the people were surfing, they were overcharged with drunkenness
Yeah.
and pleasing
They wasn't paying
themselves.
attention. That's why we were saying earlier, we got to be circumspect. We got to be sober in these times.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
And like we read in Thessalonians, we're not of darkness. Why? Because we got those lamps with the oil in it. So our lamp's not going out. We got the light to see.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know, we can see what's going on in this darkness of this place.
Yeah.
man.
All right, let's finish Charles Hurt.
One more verse. It says 39. It says, "And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Yeah. They knew not until the flood came. So shall it be when the Lord's come.
It's,
You know?
it said, "And took them all away." I mean, they got put to death. That's why the scriptures say, "The same shall know it by death through pain." So, so they're not going to know until the Lord actually comes back and actually slays them. That's when they're going to learn.
It's going to be way too late. They're going to, man, go ahead, finish that off.
Come on, verse 8. This St.
Call
Matthew
it.
25 and
Yeah,
8. It says, "And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us your oil, for our lamps is gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the doors were shut."
See? The bridegroom came. The ones that was ready, the ones that was prepared, they went in. You know, ain't no looking back, none of that.
And then it says, and the door was shut.
And the doors were shut, man. So them doors of mercy, we already see it happening, man. And it's going to be in the moment when it's shut. Y'all ain't going to be prepared. That's why Scripture say, make no tarrying to come to the Lord, man. To turn into the Lord.
And not all
You know?
every day.
Putting that off from day to day. We can close on this. This is Isaiah 26, verse 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed," man. Until the indignation be overpassed, man. Because, hey, it's going to settle, and that's when we're going to come down there and we're going to take over the world, man. You know, and a lot of you going to miss that ride, that first resurrection, man. You know? Or that first, the salvation, man. You know? Hey, like we said, the doors of mercy is shutting. You got to get yourself right before you be destroyed, man. Before you be taken in the storm, man. All right? So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying lesson. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. That belongs to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. And salutations to all the hopeful elect pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. And we want to say shalom.
Shalom.